who of course is a renowned journalist, media practitioner, scholar, of course a public relations consultant. He has been around the Nigerian media space like a colossus. Yes, Doc, before we left, I was going to ask some really questions that, somehow outside the immediate ports of the rivers. Now, my first question is, both Fubara and the legislators are now members of APC. And so one is wondering, what is the role of this party in mediating or escalating this conflict? I have the actions be consistent with the aim of ensuring stability. The last time, Wike was warning the national secretary of the party, and I learned they also factionalized APC in Rivers State. But of course, since they belong to one political party, except Wike, who is neither PDP, so to speak, or APC or whatever. So, have you seen any prominent role being played by the national leadership of the APC to ensure that this thing is de-escalated?
Let me, before I respond, let me first of all tell you that Wike belongs to Renewed Hope Movement. That he said he no longer belongs to any party.
Okay, his party is not
Renewed Hope Movement also.
Okay, so that is Tinubu.
That is it. So, but that is what some of us we have been wondering, why the governor and House of Assembly members who belong to the same party should be fighting each other. But then we cannot be wondering also, because we know the unseen hand behind what is happening. The FCT minister is teleguiding the House of Assembly members, and he is not a member of the APC. That was why Ajibola Bashiru, the National Secretary of APC, had issues with him the other time, because somebody who does not belong to APC cannot be dictating to the party how to deal with a governor who belongs to APC. I remember that the last time the president appointed some people to go and do reconciliation in the party, Fubara was among those appointed as members of the reconciliation committee. So Wike does not belong to the party. But the fact is this, let me tell you, even the House of Assembly members who are claiming that they are APC today, I don't know if in Nigeria it is acceptable for somebody to defect to a party 2 times. Because I know that when that issue started initially, they defected. And that was one of the issues in court before the president mediated that first time. And of course, we knew how the entire thing ended in court and how the court ruled. I don't want to kind of denigrate our courts or say things that might paint them in bad light, but many people questioned the justice in the ruling they gave that time. And then after that, we now saw these people again defecting to APC the second time. So that's why I said I don't know if it is possible to defect twice, but we know that Fubara only defected once after the state of emergency.
Defect anyhow. They defect.
Okay, so you are saying that the House of Assembly members defected from PDP to APC, back to PDP, and also, but that is one thing. So the party itself, I think that so far, from what we have witnessed, APC as a party, at the national level, they are behind the governor of Rivers State, who is one of them.
Can I ask you a question?
Even the admin sec.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, yes.
Who is the leader of the APC?
The leader of the APC is the president. But I know that the Ajibola Bashiru, from his comments, is fully, the national secretary is fully behind Fubara. And the admin sec also issued a statement, the admin sec of the party, and said that even if Wike decides today to join APC, that Fubara will be his leader. The admin sec said that if he joins, he will be following Fubara, because Fubara is the governor, Fubara is the leader. And even the president has made it clear severally. The president has made it clear severally that he is dealing with the governors, that the governors are his anchor people in different states.
Okay.
That is why even governors who belong to other parties are now defecting. The president invited some of them and they are now defecting to his party. So he's dealing with the governors. So this issue of Wike is something I cannot explain in Nigerian politics.
Can I help you?
Yes.
I won't say where it happened, but there was once where there was this local government system. There was going to be an election, and there was a governor, like a local government chairman.
Yeah.
And then the governor looked at the chairman, said, "Oh, God, the election was going to do. Stay out."
Yes.
He appointed somebody else to man the election because he knew the chairman cannot deliver that local government.
Yes.
So if you assume just because somebody is governor, who had never conducted an election in his entire life,
Yes.
who was midwifed into an election and can run an election, sometimes it is not true. Sometimes it is not true. Sometimes we overestimate the intellect and capability of governors just because they give orders. Now, the issue is they call Fubara a lamb. He's a quiet gentleman. And you don't win elections in Rivers by being quiet.
No, it's true.
I get that.
That's true.
So you might think that because he's governor, he controls the streets. It's possible he does not even know where the streets are.
Yes.
Yet he's governor. So sometimes I see if the president wants the thing happening in the Rivers to stop, don't think it will stop. No. See.
The only way the problem in Rivers State, the only way to stop it is for the president to call the FCT minister.
That's what I'm saying now.
He appointed him.
Now you assume the president is not aware of what's happening in Rivers. You assume he does not know his abilities, capacity to call Wike to order. He has not called him to order. So why are we not looking at some? Are you not seeing what I'm saying?
No, but I said it here. I said it earlier in
but
this
you're saying the president should do.
I said it earlier in this program that what is happening in Rivers appears to be beyond.
Don't you think that people even
Rivers,
believe that
it is politics of
don't you think that
the next general election?
Don't you think that even by intelligence report which the president gets, that if there's going to be a vote in Rivers, that the man you are saying that is FC minister may control majority of the votes, however the votes come. I remember his role in ensuring that President Tinubu becomes president. You see, it's a pity I'm asking the question from this side. It's really on their side. Now, you must look at the mass antecedents. Are there people you can push away easily? Are there people you can just throw away?
No, but it all depends.
No, you know how Rivers. See, this man you call Wike delivered the whole House of Assembly to PDP in Rivers.
Yes.
Delivered the governor, House of Reps, senators, and delivered the president.
Yes.
Which other governor was able to do that?
How did he deliver?
However he did it. So you see, PDP won the others, but when it came to the president, Rivers, it went to the president. So sometimes we may not really know what's going on between these people. And so it may not be as simple as we see it. But having said that, let me ask you another question. And that is the long-term impacts of the executive-legislative conflict in Rivers State on good governance and political stability in other states. Can this have a spiral effect? Are there some other godfathers that may want to do what Wike is doing? Do you think it's possible it can happen in another state?
That is my fear, which I started shouting about when this problem in Rivers State started. This issue of godfatherism, I thought Nigeria, our democracy had gone beyond that. But
it's not going to die.
No, but with what is happening in Rivers, it could encourage other people, other godfathers, to try to control their boys in government. Their godsons in government. Let me tell you, we have grapevine information that in a state in the southeast here, that the sitting governor and the immediate past governor who helped him to come to power, that they are having squabbles, but it is being managed somehow. Because the two of them belong to the same party. They believe, that this Wike's case with Fubara is different. In Wike's case, Wike belongs to Renewed Hope movement. He no longer belongs to any party again. PDP expelled him and issued him expulsion certificate. And then
He's managing
Fubara belongs to
he's managing a faction of PDP.
Is that faction still in existence?
Well, we don't know.
Because we've seen some members of that faction defecting to other parties.
Yes, they are not defecting.
So that is, for instance, in Enugu here, Gilbert Naji is now a member of the ADC. So.
But do you know? You may not take this into consideration, but I'm just trying to alert you. Do you know that the Renewed Hope agenda actually runs APC?
You are just telling me.
No, but look at it. That is where the Renewed Hope agenda is the movement that takes the president to APC becomes just the vehicle. So the fuel, the energy, the gas they used to put to fuel the vehicle is from the Renewed Hope agenda, and maybe not be from the party.
Yes, and that is why even some of us are worried. Some of us are worried who know about how APC started, who were involved. I'm not a politician. I've never been a card-carrying member of any party, but I was part of the formation of APC. I was close to some people who formed the party, and I knew how, like, it was like joke, like play. We were playing and the party just started. For instance, in Enugu here, it was in a room like this at Fiobon Hotel that the first meeting was convened.
Forget that.
So people were taking us, these people, and they are just jesting and things like that. But today, even governors are struggling to join that party that started in a room. So that is what I'm saying. That is why people like me, like from what you said, that Renewed Hope is controlling PDP, APC. I'm worried about it because it means that the party has been personalized.
I didn't say control. I said maybe controlling.
The party has been individualized, and it is not good for democracy. The party should be controlled by the people. The membership of the party should control the party, not one man.
Let me tell
Even
you.
if the person is the president controlling the party,
this is
dangerous.
You recall in 1999.
Yes.
There was a PDP in Enugu State.
Yes.
There was a political family called Eban.
Yes.
Let me leave it at that. And Eban ran PDP. So, well, Mr. President has intervened actually severally.
Yes.
Without actually achieving a lasting solution in this reverse, because he has intervened once, intervened twice, even removed the governor, and we're back, and that is still happening. Will you see the president as not having the capacity or the political will to have a one-time solution for rivers? And since whatever he had done, whether it is, I don't know what he was doing, whether it's arbitration or mediation, and then that this or this, is there any other method is there anything you could advise on how this conflict in rivers could be sorted out without actually following this legislative rascality, as you call it?
Honorable, I know that you are a very powerful member of the Chartered Institute of Mediators and Conciliators.
I'm not looking for a job.
I think they should consult your institute because the president, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not comfortable about people saying that the president is intervening in rivers. He has no powers to intervene in rivers. You know, if you ask me, I will tell you that the president is meddling in the affairs of Rivers State, which he should not do. The constitution is very clear. The general provisions, part 1, establishes the federal government, the state government, and the federal capital territory. I stated it here when we started this program. The president is in control of the executive arm of government at the federal level. Governors are in control of their states. The states are within the purview of governors. The president should have allowed the governor of Rivers State to take charge of what happened between him.
If president didn't intervene,
no,
that man would have been impeached long time ago.
No, let me tell you, that is what we think. That presidential intervention emboldened the Winke group. If when that matter started, the president remained neutral without involving himself in Rivers State, by now Fubara must have dealt with the FCT minister.
There's no neutrality in politics.
Fubara must have sent him to political oblivion.
There's no neutrality in politics.
But the president meddled into the affairs of.
However, you say it's
meddled into the affairs of Rivers State, which he shouldn't have done.
He's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And if one
yes.
part of the state is burning, it is his inherent duty to intervene.
No, not when Rivers was not burning. It was just political differences.
Okay, what
political disagreement that he should have allowed the governor of the state to handle between him and his. After all, governors in Nigeria here handled their godfathers. Chimaroke handled Jim Woburi. Mbadinuju and Mekofo, we knew how it ended. Ngige and Chris Oba, Adedibu and Ladoja. It's happened. It's not when.
The Wike is different.
No, and let me tell you.
Wike is different.
No, because Wike is an appointee of the president.
Wike is different.
Wike is an appointee of the president, and that emboldened him. That presidential intervention emboldened him, and he continued causing crisis in Rivers State.
Okay.
And I don't know how this crisis is going to end.
Now, however it ends, who do you think are the winners and losers in this political drama in Rivers State? And how might a final solution change the political landscape of the South-South? Because that is affecting the whole of South-South.
Yes.
Because they said Bayelsa was not going to defect. Bayelsa has defected.
Yes.
There's no state in the South-South that is not APC now.
Yes.
So who are the winners and losers of all this political drama in Rivers State?
Let me tell you, I think the people of Rivers, they are the losers. Because when the Fubara came in as governor, their expectations were high. They expected Fubara to help to build roads, equip the schools, employ teachers, provide basic services and amenities. But what is happening in Rivers State now, between him and the House of Assembly, with what is happening, I'm not sure that he has performed optimally, So the people of the Rivers State are definitely the losers of what is happening between these political gladiators.
Who are the winners then?
No, I'm not. I don't think there is any winner in what is happening. Somebody like the FCT minister will be parading himself around that he has won. But it's posterity that will judge everybody. It's posterity. Because if at the end of the day, the legacy you left for yourself in during your lifetime, was that you destroyed your state. Even your children and your children's children, wherever they mention or whenever they mention their name, people will say, okay, your father was the one that destroyed Rivers State. So at certain things we do in life, we think that we can get away with it. Karma will come one day.
Okay, what would be your advice to the political stakeholders in Rivers as to what steps they must take to ensure a return to normalcy and constitutional rule in Rivers State? Because as we're ending this, you must profile a way to achieve this. It's not enough knocking Wike and Fubara. What would be your advice?
At times I continue to ask myself whether there are still elders in Rivers State. Because
they are divided elders.
If they still have elders, this kind of problem is the kind of problem that elders will, first of all, call themselves to a meeting and sit down and talk to themselves about this matter. That, then after talking to themselves, they will now call the key players and sit them down and tell them, look, that this problem must end. Because it's not, I don't think any external, it's just like when in a family, the husband and wife, they are quarreling, and once you bring a third party, there's always problem. And I think that presidential intervention is a third party coming into Rivers. The president is that third party. He should leave Rivers alone. Let the people in Rivers go and sort themselves out. The genuine peace in Rivers State can only come from the people of Rivers State. Nobody can induce or bring peace to Rivers State except the people of Rivers State.
Okay, I want to. That's a good point where we should conclude in. But my last question to you would be: in the event or unlikely event
Yes.
that the impeachment becomes successful,
Mm-hmm.
what is the clear line of succession according to the Nigerian Constitution, and what are the potential challenges to that transition?
Okay, and that is another. This question is very important because that is another issue I wanted to bring up in this matter. Because now the House of Assembly, they are saying they want to impeach both Fubara and the deputy governor. So, which means that if they succeed in impeaching these two people, the speaker becomes the governor. So this is, to me, this is what is happening in Rivers is a mutiny. That thing is not an impeachment. It is a mutiny. You know, it is a civilian or democratic. How do I put it? Democratic coup. That is what they want to do. They want to topple the government so that the speaker wants to topple the government. You know, Martin Amaewhule is a very ambitious man. He's a very, very ambitious man. No, it's not. But in this case, no, I think he should look at that his ambition. You know, it is inordinate. You know, it is in. How can you want to remove the? Okay, even if Fubara refused to present the budget, why are you bringing the deputy? Because ordinarily, if Fubara was the person penciled for, even if
it's a joint ticket.
No, there's nothing like joint ticket.
If a deputy is not qualified to run for election, it qualifies the government. Don't you know?
No, but we are not talking about election here.
Yeah,
we are talking about
they won.
No, they want to impeach. If they want to impeach Fubara,
that two has business as one. So
if they want to impeach Fubara, according to them, that committed gross misconduct, let them remove him. Why did they bring deputy governor? Bringing deputy governor shows that they have an ulterior motive, and that ulterior motive is to remove the two of them so that Martin himself will now become in charge. Wike sees Martin as a loyal man. You know, he talked about blind loyalty when we started this grant. I told you that it could be blind loyalty, and Wike wants somebody who is blindly loyal to him, who he will tell, go and do this, and the person will do that, the person will do that. How can you be dictating for a governor like that?
It doesn't work like that.
You see?
It doesn't work like that.
Before
we just end there, it doesn't work like that. Because I know governors who thought that their successors would behave in a certain manner. They never did.
Yes.
When they were putting Fubara, I'm sure they thought he would behave in a certain manner. Saraki and his father.
Yes.
I can go on and on and on.
Yes.
Saraki, the old Saraki was doing a lot of things, installing people. He said,
yes.
Let him install my son.
Yes.
He installed the son. We said give him the son, the guy refused.
Because the son was not, even the son wanted to install his own person. Because Saraki wanted to, after the son, the daughter will take over. In where is Kwara State, the property of the Saraki
that
family?
Even if Martin is speaker, becomes governor, he may not do the bidding of Wike. I just wanted to bring it to that point.
It is possible.
Yeah,
it is possible. It is. The man may even move against Wike more than Fubara.
If you had to advise the governor and the lawmakers in Rivers State, take this as your concluding remarks, what would you tell them?
No, I would advise the governor to approach the House of Assembly members. That I will advise him to approach them. You know, at times you come down from, because they have the instrument they can use to remove him. That is one thing. I will advise him to come down from the High House, go and approach the House of Assembly and discuss with them. If he has challenges, he should explain those challenges to them. You know, if there are issues making it difficult for him to prepare the budget and come and lay before them, he should explain it to them. And in as much as I'm not happy with what the FCT minister is doing in Rivers, I don't know the agreement he entered with Fubara. So Fubara should go and also sort himself out with the FCT minister. That is the thing that can bring peace to Rivers. We are tired of this Rivers matter. Let me tell you, I told a friend the other day, I had his friend from the West, and I told him, look, that this Rivers matter was what started distracting the president from the first day he came into office. If there are things the Tinubu government did not do so well since it assumed office in Nigeria. This Rivers crisis contributed because the thing distracted him so much. The time he should have used in looking into important national matters, he devoted that time to resolving the dispute between his minister and his governor in his state. And all these things.
I'm sure that did not contribute to his discovering saying subsidy is gone. They won. There was no crisis in Rivers when he did that.
No, but at least let me, even when he did that without, there was no crisis in Rivers. But when he assumed office, the time he wanted to think out palliatives and things to cushion the effect of that his reckless pronouncement on Nigerians.
It was a
the Rivers matter came and distracted him.
I don't agree with you that the presidential pronouncement is a reckless pronouncement.
No, it was a reckless pronouncement. Why? Imagine something that torpedoed the economy of the country.
But it's getting the fuel prices are going down. Is it not going down?
No, Honorable, please, I hope you are not one of those that are deceiving with this. How much was the price of fuel when much was the price of fuel when this government came?
The great trend is going to go down.
And you are now selling fuel 800 naira. And you're telling me that how much was the price of fuel when they let them not provoke us, so because we know what is happening. If they get second term, they will sell fuel for 2,000 naira a liter. So.
Dr. Chekwube Emmanuel Nzomiwu, media scholar, public affairs consultant, and a veteran journalist, want to thank you so very much for kickstarting our new year in a very robust, challenging manner. We've enjoyed every bit of our conversation with you.
Yeah,
we want to thank you, and we do hope that when next we'll call on you, which will be very regular.
Yes.
You oblige us with your presence.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And to Nigeria, the question we must ask is not just, can Governor Fubara be impeached? But more importantly, should impeachment be weaponized? Continue this conversation on our channels, Facebook, YouTube, at Freedom Square TV. Thank you for being a part of this opening shot. Join us same time Monday for yet another interesting edition. Remain blessed.